We're now going to cover the zip built-in function. So this is a function that we have not covered yet. It has a pretty specific purpose and can be very useful at times. So like I said, this is built in. You have immediate access to this in any Python program. You don't have to import it from any library. So it acts like a zipper. You're going to see what I mean like this, but that's why it's called zip. So you just think of a literal zipper on a jacket or something that goes up and down. So what it does is it zips together any number of iterables. So you can think of like one iterable going vertical like this, another iterable going like this, and the zipper kind of pulling them together. So what it does is it allows you to iterate over all items in the same position. So you can zip together, say 2, 3, 10 iterables, and then it'll allow you to look at like all of the first items, then all of the second items, all of the third items, and so forth until all of the last items. So take a look. Here is a better visual depiction of what's happening. We're going to use this exact same data in just a little bit. So say we have 3 lists over here. These are 3 iterables. We will use the zip function to zip them together vertically. So you can see now I have place this list of names vertically, then this list of groups over here, and this list of scores like this. And so zip will allow you to go through each of the first items like this, each of the second items, each of the third items, and so forth. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this works. So here I have my iterables. And what I'm going to do is, the way you use zip is in a for loop. That is the main way you're going to work with zip. So I'm going to iterate through all these zipped items, and I'm just going to create a loop variable. I'm going to call it row. So I'm like, this is like one row of data. This is another row, and so forth. For row in zip, and the way zip works is you just pass in the iterables as arguments. So for names, comma, group, comma, scores, it's going to zip those up vertically like a zipper. And just so we can see what's happening, I'm just going to print out this. So the loop variable will take on each one of these set of items. So the first iteration is just the first items, Penelope 188 in each list. The second iteration is Nico 299 and so forth. So if you notice here, this is actually a tuple. So it will put all of these first items in a tuple and so forth. Okay, so what you can do here, since we just learned about unpacking, I'm just going to copy and paste this over here. You can unpack this, right? So we can unpack this name, group, score. So I'll just use 3 variable names like this. All I'm doing is replacing this loop variable with now 3 loop variables. They get unpacked. This one thing gets unpacked. So now the name will be in name, group will be in GRP, and the score will be in SC. And I can print them out in a sentence. I could say, I can use an F string like this, name from group GRP scored score. And actually not score, needs to be SC, that's what it is. So Penelope from group 1 scored 88, Nico from group 2 scored 99. So you can see here is unpacking nicely that loop variable into 3 individual variables. Okay, so zip, pretty neat. You will have a use cases for it upcoming and in your projects. So this is a good function to know, and you use it basically only really going to use it in a for loop like this is the main use case for it. So you can iterate through each of the items in each position of the iterables that you pass it.